Fiction.
I'm Spencer.
I'm Kristen.
And we're here to talk books while drinking some fizz.
Yes.
I'm almost out of Dr. Pepper. I'm going to have to refill after this.
Busy.
Yes. So today, we are talking about Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, also known as Colin's book.
Book 4 in the Bridgerton series.
Book 4. And season 4 of the TV show.
3.
Season 3 of the TV show.
They skipped ahead to Colin's story.
Yep. They had to get that under their belt.
Yeah.
So this is following the 4th child. If you know the Bridgerton series, it follows all their love stories. He's one of 8, and this is his love story.
He's 3 for Colin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it keeps...
It's weird because they do the next 3 in order, but then then they do A, B, C. If they had Daphne in the right spot, they'd all be in order.
Yep. Yeah.
Dang, Daphne.
Daphne's just like, I get top billing.
Yeah, she's screwing everything up.
I get top billing. So yes, that's the gist of this book.
Yeah.
How would we rate this book?
I love Colin and Penelope's story.
Oh yeah, I like it. They're definitely top 3.
Top 3.
Top 3 of the 8. Well, I haven't read all 8 of them.
That's true, but of the 6.
yeah, so of the 6. Top 3 of the 6, I would say.
I would give it a 4.
I'd give it a 4.
A 4, yeah.
Solid 4.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff is different from the TV show, which we'll get into. But if you haven't read this,
you should probably skedaddle.
And then come back as we go through all the Bridgerton siblings books. So yeah, let's get into it. The prologue of this I liked because you saw how they met.
I know, it's a flashback.
Yeah.
And I wrote this, they talk about it in the TV show, but I wish they had shown it.
Yeah.
I think it's so cute.
It would have been cute.
It would have been really cute.
Yeah. So they definitely, I like that was how they met.
You know. And it wasn't just, through Eloise.
Yeah.
I appreciated that. They had their own little moment. And she fell immediately in love with him, of course.
She's like, love this guy.
She's like, hard eyes.
Yeah. Look at this man in finance, 6'5", blue eyes. There is a significant time jump.
Yes. So a decade has passed.
Which is a long
She's 28 and he's 33.
And she's just at this point a spinster because she's 28 and unmarried.
Which they consider her old even without the time jump in the TV show. She probably was a spinster for the books.
Absolutely.
For the time.
Absolutely.
And it's wild because a man doesn't matter. 33 is probably not bad for a man.
He's just now
he's sowing his wild oats.
Yeah, he's just wrapping that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's okay, now you're good to go ahead and get married.
Yeah. But right before the time jump is when we hear him talking shit, actually, though.
Yes.
And I am glad they changed this in the TV show because it was him talking shit with his brothers.
Yeah.
Which made it way sadder to me.
It was.
And it's his friends in the TV show.
Yeah. Or he's like, I would never.
Quote, Penelope.
And I actually, there's a lot of differences, I feel from book to TV show.
Yeah.
And what I loved in the book is that she was like, I didn't ask you to marry me anyway. I'm like, good for you, Penelope. He's like,
you see some of that lady Whistledown in her coming out. She is sassy.
Yeah, she was like, did I ask you to marry me? He's like, no. He was like,
because she confronts him immediately, doesn't she?
Immediately. On the steps, he's like, is Benedict sad, upset because I was like, I didn't ask him to marry me and he's not upset. I'm fine. I never asked you to marry me anyway. Yeah. I was like, go, girl. And
I think Anthony walks her home, doesn't he?
He does.
And I was like, Anthony.
Yeah, he does.
Because he apologized.
He's like, sorry for my shit, brother. He's sorry for him. Yeah.
So I did like that they changed it to his friends because I felt bad.
Yeah, because it happens in Benedict's book.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they allude to it here.
Yeah. So it's been 10 years,
which is a long time.
A long time.
It's a really long time.
And he's been traveling, as he does,
running from responsibility,
as you do. I'm kind of glad they didn't time jump that much, in the show, because I
don't think they could have.
I don't think they could have. Number one, but also it makes it seem so much worse that she's been pining for 10 years and he's been not noticing for 10 years.
It does. It makes it worse.
Because in the show, it's he's just now learning who he is, and so I can be more understanding of
And she's only been out 3 seasons. And this one, she's been out
a decade.
Yeah, more than
a decade.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can forgive him more for, like, being a dumb boy when it's only been it's been a decade?
That's so long. It's so long.
Oh, I'm judging you, Mr. Bridgerton.
Yeah, judging you hard.
But we do get the never been kissed scene.
Yes.
In the book and the show. I think it's pretty similar. Like, basically, she's, like, kind of hopeless.
She's like, I'm never gonna get kissed.
Yeah, because there's no let me help you find a husband plot, I don't think, in the book.
No Lord Devling.
No Lord Devling.
Yep, that's not a thing.
She's just straight up like, I'm a spinster, I'm sad, he's back from his travels.
There's no My Fair Lady thing going on.
And she's just like, I want to be kissed, so he kisses her.
Also, one of the big differences in the book is that there's a fourth sister.
Oh, the Featheringtons. I don't even remember her that much in the book, though. Like
Felicity.
But does she do a lot in the book?
She doesn't.
That's probably why they cut her.
She doesn't, but, like, she, at the end...
Is she younger than Penelope, too?
She's younger.
And so it's a big deal. She's probably already married. Is she married or whatever?
She's not married.
Oh.
But, so at the end, when he, like, comes in, her mom's like, oh, you're here for Felicity.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, no. And she's like, oh, wow, you know, you're here for Felicity. And he's like, no.
Are you confused?
Yeah. That's what so, like, he puts her in a place in a different spot in the show.
Yeah.
But, like, that's what Felicity basically is for.
But I do like how he puts her in his place in the TV show. That's so gratifying.
Kudos.
And then another difference is that, like, Queen Charlotte doesn't exist in the book, so it's Lady Danbury trying to unmask her in the book.
Yeah, she's like, I have a reward.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's the same thing, just, like, different person.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say that I really liked in the book versus the TV show is that he finds out she's Lady Whistledown before he proposes.
I preferred that.
And,
like, halfway through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes it seem like...
Because he thinks it's Eloise in the book.
Because
Eloise has ink on her hands. Not to what we're talking about with Eloise in her book.
Yeah.
But he's like, oh, she's a gossip, and
she does make sense, honestly. And they put her as an option, like, earlier in the series.
Yeah. So he thinks it's Eloise, and then he follows...
Much like the TV show,
he follows her. But, he does it way before he proposes.
Yeah, and then he, like...
Or not way before, but...
Yeah, he finds out, they argue, they make out, I think, and then he proposes.
Yes.
Which is very similar to the series, just, like, not
the Lady Whistledown part. Yeah, I preferred that he knew that she was Lady Whistledown before.
Yeah, I think they both had to work through a lot more because that didn't happen.
Yeah, I don't understand the decision not to do that.
It probably was just to make conflict, but, like, Eloise knew.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they had to find a way to...
But, she doesn't know... Eloise doesn't know in the book, though.
No.
Yeah.
She isn't even there for the reveal in the book itself.
Yeah.
So they probably had to, like, make changes just because they already made other changes.
Yeah. I preferred it in the book. Mm-hmm. I will say I like this book a lot better than I like this season.
I still really like this. I know that everyone hates the season, but I really like the season still because I love them.
Well, that's my thing is, like, I love them, and that's why I look in the book and with all the books, you don't get a lot of the side stories. Yeah, and I just wish they had more time.
Yeah, I do too. Like I
feel like they did them a disservice.
Yeah, and like because
I loved any of their all of their stuff. I love their stuff. I wanted more of it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like I rewatched the season and like I just fast forwarded through everything that wasn't them, and it was really great.
Well, it was probably like 30 minutes.
It was pretty easy to watch.
It's like, I got 30 minutes to kill.
Because like they do use a lot of, I think, quotes from the book, like for like his confessionals or whatever to her.
Yeah.
And their chemistry is so good.
It's so cute.
It's so good.
They're dancing in the church. I'm like,
adorable.
Love it.
Yeah. So like I hated like where they put the realization, but I still loved their love story. Like, like how they are together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I just didn't need everything else. I just didn't need so much of everything else.
Like all the other stories.
All the other stories. Yeah. And it's okay when like all the other stories are like little. Mm-hmm. But they were big.
They took over.
They did. Mm-hmm. Like Cressida, the Boxer family, Violet, mm-hmm. like having a side love story,
Francesca.
And like the brother and Lady Danbury, like
they all had stories.
There was so much going on.
Yeah,
and like the Queen too. It's just like, and I feel like in other seasons they were smaller scale, mm-hmm. and this one it was like they were not.
I would agree with that.
They were bigger scale, and I'm like, let's
back to the forefront.
Yeah, let's put them back in the forefront.
Yeah. But you do get the same whole thing with, like, Cressida trying to take credit.
Yes.
For being Lady Whistledown.
And he's like, let her do it.
Yeah. Which is very much what Eloise said.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, let her do it, let her have it, and she's like, no. Which, kudos to her.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not letting her take credit. She's awful.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if it was somebody else, maybe.
Yeah.
But not her.
Not her. So you get that same where she, like, releases a new issue, and, like, he's pissed about that, which is very similar.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, do we go straight to, like, the blackmailing?
Yep, she tries to blackmail him, and that's when he comes. He's the
one that announced.
And you know,
that is one change I liked.
You like that she announced it?
Yeah.
So I liked that she announced it. Like, I liked her speech in the TV series, but I liked that it was his idea and that he announced it in the book. Because I was like, okay, I feel like this is a very, because he was so sketch about it in the book. He was so angry.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you need to calm down. And, like, and he was so jealous because he was like, look what she did with her. Like, she's done
jealous.
Something.
He's straight up jealous.
Straight up jealous. And I feel like in the book, it was a good, like, I'm not just telling you that I'm okay with it, and, like, you're maybe wondering if I am, but I'm going to tell the world who you are, and I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was, like, a bigger, like, statement of that, because in the book, in the TV series, he was like, I'm proud of you and I'm jealous. But, like, I feel like that was, like, not just me telling you, I'm showing you, because I want everybody to know how awesome you are.
I appreciate that, but it's, like, it's him stealing her thunder, though.
That's
in the same way. It's, like, her whole shtick is, like,
This is my body of work.
This is my body of work. Like, I'm proud of it. Like, I'm, like, she's happy that he is in the end, but, like, even if he wasn't, like, it's still her stuff.
Yeah. Do you think that she would have, not in the series, but in the book, because it was, like, his idea, he was like, we're just gonna, he did it. I think, he did it without telling her, right? I can't remember. Yeah. He went up there to, like, make an announcement on, like, that balcony, and she was like, what are you doing? I don't think she knew. I don't think she knew that he was going to do it.
Then that would kind of piss me off.
I think, was that right?
I don't know.
I forget. But I'm wondering if she would have revealed herself if he hadn't. Or if she just would have been like, I can't remember whose idea.
Well, they still would have had to have, like, stopped Cressida
somehow.
So, yeah, so she would have had to.
They would have done something.
Yeah, done something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
the blackmailing.
But, yeah, I did like her speech in the show.
Yeah, I just think it made sense for, like, the whole message of, like, her, like, wanting to, like, show her power and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, it wasn't about Colin.
Yeah. Also, like, a big difference is, and I obviously haven't read, like, all these books yet, but you don't get the impression that she keeps going with it in the book.
No.
In the show, it's like, now I have a
gossip column.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that, like, you don't get the little pre-written things in the books. Yeah, she's done.
You don't get anything else like that.
Yeah. So I think that's, like, a storytelling device. They don't want to get rid of it for the TV show.
Yeah.
But it's not as big of a deal in the books.
Yeah, she's like, I'm done.
Yeah. Which, in the TV show, it makes sense that she's not done, because, like, it's, like, half her personality.
Yeah, and I think in both the TV show and the book, Lady Danbury was like, yeah, I knew it was you. She's like, I'm all-knowing.
Yes. And she's making bank from it, too, which I love.
Oh, when she's like, I can pay Cressida.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
good for you, girl.
She's rich.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody, especially in the book, because she's been doing it for
a decade.
A decade.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, girl, you probably can't
rolling in it.
You probably can't even keep it all in one bank account.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not just like it's not still under the floorboard.
Seems so unsafe.
Yeah. No.
Oh yeah, but in the book is when he goes after he proposes and he goes in there to tell her mom. That's when she's like, "Oh, you mean Felicity?" And he's like, "No."
Oh yeah.
He's like, "Penelope's right here. I'm telling you, I want
to marry your daughter."
Yeah. But her mom gets more redemption in the show for sure.
Oh yeah, like they have, and like books tend to make characters flat that aren't important.
Yeah.
And I did appreciate, like, the mother-daughter.
Like their bond at the end.
And the sisters, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that...
Yeah. It was a lot more dimensional, and I liked it a lot more I liked how they progressed in the show. And
I think it also,
because I was just like, she sucks.
Yeah.
And she continues
she's like
to suck.
Yeah, she's like a villain.
Yeah.
But I think also, like, helped add to, like, why Penelope was the way she was, too.
Yeah. She's like, they don't respect me. They don't see me.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's why I started, because I'm invisible.
Yeah, shoot, when they, like, go after he proposes, she's like, I'll just sneak in, nobody will see me. He's like, of course they will. She was like, no,
literally.
They will not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, which is so sad.
Which is, like, why I think it's so funny in the TV show, like...
It does make it so much worse in the book that he just, like, has not seen her for a decade.
It does. I'm telling you. Like,
it's just, like, it makes it so much worse.
She's like, I'm invisible. And he's like, no, you're not. Oh, but I haven't noticed you or liked you that way. And
also, it makes it worse because she lost weight in the book.
Oh, I forgot about that plot point. I'm glad they didn't do that in the TV show.
Yeah, same. She lost,
like, she became beautiful.
Yeah, she lost, like, what is it, 2 stones. And I'm like, whatever that means.
Probably, like, 20 pounds.
Yeah.
No, that is sad.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is, like, they are always unchaperoned because no one thinks twice about Penelope, too.
Oh, yeah.
She, like, adds to her invisibility that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm just Penelope. Like, I'm not...
Yeah, he's like, oh, why are you in your whatever Cheapside that you're in by yourself? She's like, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares.
No one cares.
No one cares that I'm here.
Like, it's funny because, like, to get to those places, her carriage has to drive her there. And it's like, they're, I guess, not telling anyone. Or, like, tell and, like, no one cares where Penelope's going. They literally don't care.
It's so sad.
It is sad.
She's just, like, the forgotten sister.
She is. But they end up married. And then at the very end, they're, like, kind of setting up for Eloise's book. Because she... disappears before they're even done being married.
Yes.
Because she doesn't know that she's Lady Whistledown.
No.
She misses the announcement.
She's not at that ball.
Which, like, shitty friend move, but... Alex is also a spinster.
Yes. She's all, like, of 27, 28, or whatever, not married.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I think she was really surprised that they're getting married. She said, what?
Yeah. Which, again, 10 years and you also don't know your best friend's in love with your brother. The 10-year thing is, like, ruining it.
Okay. Like, but really. That even bugged me in the show.
In the show, when she was, like, mad about it, she's like, how long? And it's like, how have you not known
How have you not known
the longing glances?
How self-absorbed are you that you did not see this?
Her first reaction was like, were you using me to get to him?
Yeah, I'm like...
She's so selfish.
Yeah. Oh, she...
Bad friend. She's a bad friend.
She's a bad friend.
Bad friend.
Yeah, I'm like, there's no way...
You didn't notice.
Even, like, in the book, where it's, like, not as much time, but he... But they know each other. I feel like they knew each other, like, at a younger age in the book. So, like, still, like, a lot of time.
Yeah.
The other way. But, like, even, like, any amount of time that Eloise in, like, the show that they were, you know, friends, I'm like, how did you not see this?
She's like, hi, Colin. Hi, Colin.
Like, look at her glance at him once.
Once. They're not... She's not
She's not
and, like, he might not notice because he's a dumb boy.
He's a dumb boy.
But she's your best friend.
And you don't know that?
And you don't notice it?
Oh, that made my blood boil.
Yeah.
I was like, girl.
Bad friend move.
Yeah, she's like, were you just using me? Like, girl, you need to back up.
Literally.
How long? Like, how long have you known your friend? Yeah, it sucked.
It did.
She sucked.
The 10-year thing is just not. But they get married in the end.
They do. They get married. They get married way before the end.
Oh, because the announcement comes after they're married, doesn't it?
Yeah, like, they get married pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. Because he compromised her.
Yeah, they gotta.
As they always do.
He's like, gotta make sure that if you're pregnant, that this looks above board.
Yeah, which in the show, she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Pops out a little. I did like that part of the show that, like, she has the Featherington air. I don't think they talk about that in there.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah, that's not even a plot point.
Yeah, it's not a plot point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did like that. Yeah. But yeah, they get married. And, you know, I like that, like, Cressida was an issue in the book, but she was just, like, she got so much screen time in the show. Yeah.
Her and Eloise.
Oh, yeah, because that's not a thing here.
I think that they were trying to give her some redemption. Or, like, explain, like, why she is the way she is. Because in the book, she's actually divorced. Or her husband died. I mean, she's widowed. Mm-hmm. So there's not even, like, the whole... Which, I mean...
Cressida Twombly.
Again, 10 years later. So, like...
There's a lot of time to have been married and divorced.
Yeah,
married and widowed.
Yeah. So it's maybe not that crazy, honestly. But, like...
You don't have that time to do that in the show.
It's, like, a different reason to be desperate.
Yeah.
So you must have just, like, had to have built up that, like, need from her. Mm-hmm. And, like, I mean, I totally understood where she was coming from. Her parents sucked.
Yeah.
And she was always shipped off. But, yeah. Yeah.
Good book. I recommend.
So I do have some questions.
Yeah.
So I said, what did you like what they changed in the story? But like, what, I guess, for just Colin and Penelope, what was like your favorite thing they changed? Like the worst thing they changed?
To me, the worst thing that changed was the reveal.
Okay.
Yeah, like him not knowing before they got married. I thought it was more tension in the book than it was in the show. Like, I think it was like it was like conflict. I think it was conflict both ways, regardless. Mm-hmm. But I preferred the conflict in the book than I did. I just liked him knowing that before. Mm-hmm. I feel like it was like less of a. Even though she didn't tell him, he found out. Mm-hmm. I was just like, okay, he knows this going into marriage.
Yeah.
I feel like it was like kind of like eased her, like, because I felt like she felt so bad for not telling him in the show. She was like riddled with that guilt and like how to tell him. But,
she was so afraid he wouldn't love her if he found out.
But he married her regardless, knowing. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I preferred that in the book. Mm-hmm. The best change, just for them.
Just you don't have to talk about the weird plot lines.
Yeah, best change. I feel like they had a lot of sweeter moments in the show, mm-hmm. which I appreciated. Like
just like one-on-one, like the church dancing scene.
Yeah. Like I feel like their moments, even like the spicy moments, I feel like were sweeter in the show, mm-hmm. which I appreciated.
Yeah.
Because I remember watching an interview, like when they did all that press before.
Yeah.
And Nicola was talking about how like every like season kind of has like a different like essence where it's like Anthony's season was like very like tension.
Yeah.
And like I can't remember what she said about Daphne's season, but she was like our season's like very romantic.
Yeah.
And I would agree with that. Yeah. Which I liked. I feel like it was more romantic than the book was.
Mm-hmm. I would agree with that.
Which I liked.
Yeah. I also will say like I actually liked the Lord Doubling and like him trying to help her find a man.
And he was so nice. Yeah. I was like, he's not like an awful consolation prize.
Yeah. Like I actually liked the addition of that little piece of the story too. For the first half.
It's like, let's find you a husband.
Yeah. It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
And it was like nice to see Colin have to like realize like that she could be someone's wife.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, she's
a great catch.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was like a nice way to like have him realize that.
Yeah. That's fair.
Quickly.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay, so I know we hate friends to lovers.
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
Not a favorite. But do you think that you could stay friends with someone that you were secretly in love with for a decade and say nothing?
No. I would say something, absolutely.
Like immediately.
Like I would say something.
Yeah.
I would say something to get it. I would ask friends on dates.
That is true.
Yeah, I would say something to like get it out of the way,
just to like know.
Yeah. And then it's like, okay, back to the regular scheduled program.
Like you couldn't just like have
a decade.
A decade.
That is so long. That is like, it's a 10-year-old.
Oh damn.
Like,
yeah,
it's so long. Could you?
No, I don't think like. I think that I would just eventually stop being friends with them. Like, I don't think
That would be my alternative.
Yeah.
If I didn't tell them, I would just be like, I would slowly, like...
Because I don't think I could watch, like, obviously he's out traveling and, like, being an F-boy, so it's not like he's, like,
married somebody else.
But I think it'd be so hard if you, like, secretly love someone. And, like, you couldn't move on for either. Like, for a decade?
Yeah. Especially if, like, it's like, you see them... You're in every ball together. Yeah. You see you in the street, like your neighbors.
Yeah, I think it'd be really hard. I don't know how she did it.
So long.
That's why I will say that too. I'm glad they changed the time frame.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it'd be quite as like romantic.
Yeah.
If it was.
I'd agree.
10 years.
So long.
10 years.
That's so long. Yeah, I couldn't do that. It would have to be the alternative of like, okay, we're just not going to be around each other.
Yeah.
Because that's one.
But and it's also just like it would make me so mad. Like, even if you're good at hiding it, I guess. Maybe you're just good at hiding it. But, like, if you're the guy and, like, you just, like, don't notice.
Yeah. I'm just like, how dense are you? How dense are you?
I just, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Especially, like, she's, like, one of the only people writing you.
Bruh.
Bro.
And, like, I like that about, like, the TV show, too, where he was like, I missed her letters.
Yeah, and then him rereading them, he was like, I get it. He's like, I now understand. I'm like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, I think he's just like a dumb boy.
Yeah, way to put those pieces together.
Yeah, like he just seems like a little bit more like dumb in the show.
Yeah,
but like it makes it okay.
Yeah,
like 10 years is like you're willfully ignorant, in my opinion.
That's fair.
What would you think about the opposite? Like, what if like someone was in love with you for 10 years, like one of your friends, and like didn't say anything?
Do I know or do I not know?
I feel like guys are worse at hiding it.
That's fair.
Like, I don't know.
So I know. Or I have sense of.
Yeah, but you're like trying to you're trying to keep them in the friend zone, basically.
Yeah. I can do that.
Like, that would like wear on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd have to like sit them down and have a conversation.
Yeah, because I would be thinking about any interaction I had with him, trying not to
like make it overly like oh, I don't want to like touch him in the wrong way and him get the wrong idea.
I wouldn't even touch him.
Yeah, okay.
No touch.
No touching.
No touching. I'm like, that's my love language.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that, yeah.
Or like anytime I like bought you a
I wouldn't even be mean to him. You know how like,
oh yeah.
Like in jest.
Yeah.
I would be very just
like. But like you're not friends at that point. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's not.
It'd be a very bare level.
You could be acquaintances.
Yeah. How was your
Yeah, but I also feel like I'd be kind of creeped out if a guy had a crush on me
and didn't say anything for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't. That would give me the creeps.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing?
Like, have you just been watching me?
Yeah.
I think it's creepier the other way around.
I agree.
Because like a girl, it's like romantic and like, oh, pining.
For guys, it's creepy.
It's
like, why don't you just be a man and say something? Well,
yes.
what are your motives for not saying something?
That's so true, and like that would give me the ick.
Yeah.
If you like couldn't say anything.
Yeah. Be a man.
Be a man.
Yeah. I think
yeah. Yeah.
No, it's creepy.
Yeah.
I'd probably be like, no.
So men and women out there, tell your friends you love them. It might work out. It might not, but it's probably for the best if it doesn't. So.
I mean, yeah, the worst that could happen is they're like, nah.
And then you will know.
Yeah. And don't spend a decade
pining after them.
So long. It's just so
it's a
long.
Really long time.
I mean, it worked out for her, which I'm glad in the book.
It did. And I think the thing with her is she was fine being a spinster.
Yeah. Like, she was making dough.
It wasn't like she had like a fulfilling life. And like, she had Eloise, they were both spinsters. So it's not like she was abnormal for the society.
Yeah, that's fair.
And like you didn't marry for love back then anyway. Like for like it was unusual. I mean, not for the Bridgertons, but
yeah. But everybody else, they're like, you're a good match.
Yeah, you got money. Yeah. I got title.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
We're influential match.
Yeah. No, I like Colin and Penelope.
Yeah, they're top 3 for sure.
Yeah. Probably one of the few friends to lovers I'll take.
That's true. Mm-hmm. But it also, I feel like, is a different kind of friends to lovers.
Yeah, because there's elements of like.
Because like they
not enemies, they do fight. Like
yeah,
they have,
I feel like there's a lot of conflict for friends to lovers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I feel like in a lot of friends to lovers,
the only conflict is that like you realize
it's miscommunication, and like that's not this.
No, there's like an actual like reason.
Yeah,
that they're like struggling.
Yeah, because that's like one of the worst parts of like friends to lovers. It's just like, what are we doing here, guys? Can we just like talk about this?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I've been, misreading, like, I just can't tell him, and blah, 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 blah. But, like, this one, there's, like, actual conflict.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So, yeah, I feel like it's a version of friends to lovers that I don't hate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right, book 4 down.
Woo!
4 more to go. We're halfway.
On to the down. We're going down. We're going up the mountain now. We're going down.
And we will start on a down note. Eloise is next.
Eloise is next.
And we'll cheers to...
Ooh. Cheers to Pollen.
To Pollen.
Yeah. To their love.
Good for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
See you next time.
Bye.